Hi everyone, I am here to talk to you about the process for effective reading, effective academic reading. And this quick video is going to help you to learn how to break down a piece, an essay, a source. The 4 essays that you can choose from for the academic summary are sources at this point. And one of the things that academic readers and writers need to do is to be able to boil things down to the core element or the core idea. And that's what I'm going to show you how to do. And in me showing you how to do this, you're also learning how to do the homework that's due for before the beginning of class on Saturday the 26th. So all homework assignments are due before class starts. All right, so I found an article on the Atlantic website about Ruth Bader Ginsburg, and if you haven't heard, she passed away on Friday of pancreatic cancer, and many human beings in this country are very, very sad for the loss of such a intellectually brilliant woman, and then people in her family are of course saddened as well. So I'm using this article to kind of honor her life and the work that she did. And so thanks for letting me use this. So an article was published this morning by a writer named Amanda L. Tyler. The name of the article is To Have Known Her. And what we will do is we will use this essay as our example essay the whole time we go through all of the work for the summary assignment. And then we will also use it for the paraphrase assignment and also for the rhetorical analysis assignment. So you'll end up reading this full article, but in this video, no, we're just going to use a few paragraphs to talk about how you are reading and annotating your source for your summary. So I want to point out that I'm at the website, and what I've done is I've copy and pasted a few paragraphs into a Word document so that we don't have to deal with the whole article right now. So you see that I have the first 1, 2, 3. This is probably 3 together since there's a colon here. Third paragraph, fourth paragraph, single sentence, fifth paragraph. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm just going to go ahead and number them. And I recommend if you are able to print your articles or put an article into a program where you can, add numbers like I'm doing here so that it's easier to kind of get through the article for the summary, feel free to do that. I know it's one of the challenges of teaching online to you this way that we have to kind of come up with some new items other than processes other than printing and using pen and paper, but man, am I missing it, even though I know it's so bad for the environment to print off so much paper. All right, so I've numbered the 5 paragraphs. This is something you can do by hand if you print it, something you can do in a document if you're able to do something like I'm doing, like copy and paste from the web, the link that I gave you for your article, whether you're using the one on being a black man or the women and guns or the lies one or the tattoo one, you can definitely copy and paste into a Word document so that you have a document to work in, okay? So what we're doing in the private journal is I'm asking you to identify a word that is the basic heart of each paragraph. And obviously this whole article is about Ruth Bader Ginsburg, so I'm going to say for paragraph 1, I'm not going to read it, you can read it later on your own. I'm going to say that the word that I'm going to quote is devastating. And you're saying, Beth, what are you talking about? I'm going to go to the private journal and I'm going to quote the word devastating, and then I'm going to come up with another word that's in my own words, because the goal of summarizing is putting an article into your own words and not relying on the words in the original, and then also making sure that you're reporting what this article is about in your own words such that the words are accurate. You can't make people think that the article is about something different, right? So using the right words is really important here. So I've done devastating here. Let's do paragraph 2. She served her as a law clerk. The author is a woman who served Ginsburg as a law clerk. She had an unparalleled experience in mentorship. So I'm going to say it's mentorship because this is what she's talking about here, that she worked in Ruth Bader Ginsburg's office and under her as a law clerk. So I'm highlighting in each paragraph one word. I'm boiling it down to what's the heart of this paragraph. Paragraph 3 is very short. And yes, the short paragraph, I'm going to have its own point, right? What is this about? This is what was a passage from a source, in this case, the Bible, that Ginsburg had on her office wall. So I'm going to put passage. Okay, I'll just do one more. What's the focus? Justice. Okay, so I'm finding the heart of the sentence. And it's more challenging when you get to a full paragraph. So more narrative here. She's talking about, the author's talking about her experience when she joined. She knew about the cancer diagnosis. And this is kind of a personal story. So I'm just kind of, I'm showing you the work that you have to do. I'm gonna say, and this time I'm gonna go for 2 words. I don't really need grave, it could just be concerned, but this is where she starts to tell her story about knowing about the cancer, knowing about her diagnosis, and her most recent experience with treatment, because she's been in and out of treatment for a couple of years now. So this is, yeah, I would say concern. I'm going to take the grave away. So what I just did was kind of walk you through my thinking process. And the reason I did that was because a lot of you have the experience of thinking that learning is about getting it right all the time and looking for the right answer. And I'm not looking for the right answer. I just had a long paragraph and I was trying to make sure I had the right heart. And sometimes that means, you know, kind of questioning yourself and talking to yourself about what's really going on here. And there's a lot of narrative in here about her cancer and what was happening around this time. And so I had to think in my head, what's the difference between the main idea and the details? And that's what I was doing when I was talking to you out loud. I was deciding what are the details and what is the main idea. And when you're doing summary work, you're ignoring the details. And that's the hardest and maybe the most boring part about writing a summary, is that you're ignoring the details. We usually care a lot about the details as human beings. We want to know what happened to this woman and what was her experience, and you know, and what date did that happen on, and what specific regimen was she under, and you know, we care about the details. But when we're doing summary work, we're looking for the main idea. And I keep using this synonym, heart. You know, we want the heart of the paragraph. What is the paragraph about overall? Minus the ideas, minus the specific ideas, minus the specific details, just the concept, just the heart. Okay, and that's what I was doing. So that's annoying. I know I'm being annoying when I'm doing that, because some of you, again, think it's always about right idea, but I'm trying to show you learning process, thinking process. So now what am I going to do? I'm not even going to show you private journal. You know how to log into D2L. You'll go to the discussion board, you'll choose your private journal, because I want you to do this work in privacy without other people looking at your work, and so you won't feel judged by people in class. What you're going to do is you're going to type in how many paragraphs your essay has. Mine has many more than 5. So if you have 20 paragraphs, you're going to type out 20 quoted words, and then next to the quoted word, you're going to put your synonym. So, you know, a synonym for devastation would be, I think I'm going to focus on grief here. You know, there are other words in this paragraph that give me some consideration about what word I would choose, and we know someone has died, so I'm going to put grief instead of devastation. And here I'm going to put maybe colleague or partner. You know, and partner has a different connotation in some contexts. So, you know, I'm playing with words that I think are accurate words. And this is what summary is about, choosing the right word to communicate what the essay was about without using the same word that the essay used, because that's basically what you have to get to. And there are some challenges here, and we'll talk about those later on the 26th. Passage, I'm probably going to put words, right? Words, important words. I might try to you know, play around with that, but I'm just kind of drafting out loud with you right now. Justice, fairness, equity, maybe. equality, maybe, just working with some synonyms. So all I'm doing is typing, if my article has 20 paragraphs, 20 quoted words, and putting next to the quoted words a synonym that I would use in place. That's all you're doing. And I know this sounds really seems like it's really annoying, but I tell you what, you're going to have a really huge jump on writing your summary by starting a list of what the heart of each paragraph is. And we will pick up from there with the summary work in class on the 26th. All right. Great video. I'm really glad I created it for you, and I can't wait to talk with all of you on this Saturday on the 26th. Take care.